Everybody says they want to live longer, but nobody means this long. Imagine turning 487 years old. At that point, you're not a human anymore. You're a historical document. Grandpa, what was 2026 like? Well, gasoline existed, people danced on TikTok, and somehow we all agreed Crocs were acceptable. If humans could live for 500 years, society would become completely unrecognizable. For starters, school would never end. Right now, humans spend around 15 years in school, but if you live to 500, your parents would probably say, "You're only 42, you're still young, finish your homework." Imagine being 78 years old getting yelled at for not studying math. "Mom, I'm tired." No excuses, your algebra test is tomorrow. And careers would get weird too. Nobody would know what job to choose because you'd have too much time. At age 25, people would still say, "I'm just figuring things out." Bro, you've had a quarter of a century. By age 180, your resume would look terrifying. Experience? Yes. Pirate, dentist, YouTuber, moon farmer, professional divorce attorney, former wizard influencer. Retirement would also become impossible. You save money for 60 years just to realize you still have 340 years left. That's not retirement anymore, that's a side quest. And relationships? Absolutely doomed. Right now, marriage is already hard. Now imagine being with the same person for 5 centuries. You wouldn't even argue anymore. By year 312 together, couples would just stare at each other silently like exhausted museum employees. Where do you want to eat? I genuinely no longer care. And imagine breakups. Your ex wouldn't just move on, they'd keep existing for another 400 years. You could accidentally run into them in another country, on another planet during the collapse of civilization. Oh, come on. But honestly, the biggest problem would be boredom. Humans can barely survive a 10-minute loading screen. Now imagine living through 500 years of emails. You'd eventually see trends repeat over and over again. At age 20, wow, baggy jeans are cool now. At age 240, wait, didn't we already do this? At age 410, dear God, the mullet has returned. And technology would become impossible to keep up with. Right now, old people struggle with smartphones. Imagine a 430-year-old trying to understand brain-controlled hologram taxes. Back in my day, we used passwords. Okay, Grandpa, let's get you back to the oxygen chair. But here's the scary part. If humans lived 500 years, the rich would probably live even longer, which means billionaires would never leave. Imagine the same rich guy owning companies for 470 years straight. That's not an economy anymore. That's a supervillain origin story. And dictators? Nope. History is already bad enough with regular lifespans. We do not need immortal, angry politicians. But maybe the strangest thing is this. Would life even feel special anymore? Part of what makes moments important is knowing they don't last forever. Birthdays matter because there aren't infinite birthdays. Summer feels good because it ends. And your favorite memories are precious because one day they become memories. So maybe humans were never supposed to live 500 years, because eventually even your own birthday parties would start feeling like mandatory meetings. Happy 291st birthday! Please stop celebrating these. Subscribe for more videos about weird humans, cursed futures, and the terrifying possibility that somewhere in the future, taxes still exist.